that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The TCU Horned Frogs offense making their way on the field today. Well, the energy of this building, Chris, is just going to pick up as this Sugar Bowl unfolds. As they say in New Orleans, le bon temps roulé. Let the good times roll.
And really one of the more hostile environments, I think, when it comes to bowl games. You know, I've called so many games in here. Think about the history. Going all the way back to 1935, they played the Sugar Bowl right here in New Orleans. I think a lot of people have associated this bowl game with the SEC. But as we've seen since the start of the playoff, teams like Washington, Ohio State, Clemson, among others, have made this trip down here to the Bayou.
And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Play action here on first down. Now rolling out to his left. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they got him for a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. The junior able to bring him down quickly. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Down he goes. A sack.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
And the returner is brought down. So Notre Dame's offense gets their first crack now. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. 2 good teams with great individual players.
Wasting no time, he's going to go deep on the first play. Catch made, it's a big play inside the 30. They could not stop him, he's in. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Now we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. And the Horned Frogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down in the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this third down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. On the run here, taking a deep shot. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth. And the Horned Frogs will have to kick it away. And they'll kick it away now for the second time. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. This offense scores the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. We'll see if they can duplicate that magic here.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. One of those critical third down plays coming up. Can he make it to the marker? Tackled at the 35, good enough for a first down.
Man, I love the toughness from this offense here on third down and short. Being able to get behind a big physical offensive line, they get a hat on a hat, get enough of it.
Airing this one out toward the sideline. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away. And
the sophomore able to get home with the sack. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And they heave it deep downfield. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Look, Chris, it's third down. I understand there's a tendency for the quarterback to want to trust his arm and believe in his receivers to make a play. But, boy, that was a tight throw. He's lucky it wasn't picked.
He'll take a deep shot. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. Fourth down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I love to see is he not only picks up that first down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Now they get set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Henderson. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaking tackles. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. They'll hand it off. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. The offense going with the hurry up.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down. The Horned Frogs looking to keep this drive moving. First down, looking to throw the football. The short completion of the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial second quarter beginning right now. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
The quarterback was selling that he was going to throw the ball downfield, and I think the defense fell for it. Instead, he goes to the curl route, and I think it really caught this defense off guard.
Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking right, this one caught. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. And the Horned Frogs looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Pass caught. Can he get in? The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on the 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle. 2nd down and goal. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Well, the defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Looking to make a big play downfield. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? Across the 40. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No huddle now for the offense. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Now it's third down and long. They would hate to waste this great field position. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You've got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
And the Horned Frogs bring their punt team onto the field. Trying to kick it away, helping his team with field position. The punt goes out of bounds. That's a great job. They'll spot it down around the 5-yard line. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Goes incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
On third and short, the offensive coordinator has his entire playbook open. You could run it or you could throw it. Either one's available. They chose to go through the air.
It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Return a pick 6. Touchdown, Texas Christian. And this playoff game is suddenly tied, Kirk, on, of all things, a defensive touchdown.
Boy, you look around the stadium, a bid to get to the national championship on the line, and the momentum switches from one direction to the other. Not just a turnover, but a turnover and a score. And all of a sudden, we got a new game.
Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. And now the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Oh, that one's picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Receiver makes the catch.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He finds the running back in the flat. And they'll step out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage there. The defensive pursuit forced him out. Here's the second down play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And it's caught. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Looking to throw yet again. Defense is coming after him. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. The Horned Frogs will bring their punt team onto the field. That's his 4th punt already today. And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. And he lets it land, and it'll just bounce out of bounds. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Caught. Completion. Breaking free at the 35. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Looking to throw it on first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Not easy to bring down. The quarterback finally gets the job done. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Short throw to the back, an easy completion. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Chris, that's his 2nd touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. You see the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the TCU offense takes the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Not able to connect. Incomplete. They punted 4 times already, on the verge of a 5th. They can't convert this 3rd down. The back's got it. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And the Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. Running it back, it's Brown. And he's brought down immediately. No fair catch there, but that might have been the smarter play. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They'll run it here. And the defense tackles him in what should be the final play of this first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
And the Horned Frogs will kick this away to begin the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
First down here for this offense. And he'll set up to throw. And here comes a deep shot. Catch is made way down inside the 30. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot, they can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
Lining up to try the extra point. And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The Horned Frogs looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. The pass is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. Inside the 10. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Irish. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. TCU offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And now the run off the left tackle. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They call the draw play here. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. Third down. This offense can really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. It's a run. Running back's got it. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
He's brought down out at the 46. Offense in hurry-up mode. trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. And the Horned Frogs pick up enough yards to move the sticks. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. And the Horned Frogs come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Snags the quick throw. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. No huddle here for the offense. Shotgun formation here on third down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense... And he's going to float this one to the right side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
That's a big-time play by this wide receiver from Notre Dame. You think about Notre Dame teams that have been able to get up into the national scene. They've always seemed to have a difference-maker out on the perimeter, going way back to Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket, who is dynamic, most recently Chase Claypool. You got to have somebody out on the outside that can make plays to have a chance of winning these big games.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Now it's third and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. So on fourth down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. He missed it. Lead remains at 14 after the miss.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
It's complete. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense right to the line, playing the tempo now. He hands it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
On the return, it's Brown. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And now the first play of this drive. They'll begin at the 36. Keeping it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead, sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. All right, here comes the fourth quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? Important second down play coming up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
One down at the 46, good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw, and he lofts it deep over the middle. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs, and also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Oh, and they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the grab, and the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. The Horned Frogs will crank up the tempo.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
2nd down after that short completion.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. So now it's 3rd and short from the plus 24. Could be 4-down territory. Interesting to see what the call is here. Quarterback drops back. He's moving out of the pocket now. Cannot escape. They've got him. It'll be a short loss, a yard or 2. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Pressure is coming. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And it'll be Smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Big 3rd down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Spot in the natty at stake. This defense is being shredded. Kurt, what can they do differently to stop this guy?
Man, I don't know. I mean, I would just keep trying to come up with double coverage or blitzing, something to try to slow down not just the receiver, but got to pressure the quarterback. But right now, the receiver's just in a zone. Sometimes you get into that spot, and it's so hard to get you out of it. I know if I were this quarterback, keep throwing him the rock.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to hook this one away. Bringing it out, it's Henderson. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the TCU offense takes the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. And he finds his tight end for the catch. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. That completion makes it second and medium. The pass rush closing in. He'll throw it now. Finds an open target on the left side. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made after a big gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He makes the grab. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. And the Horned Frogs looking to run some tempo here. Looking to throw again. Grab made by the tight end. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. And the Horned Frogs lining up here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. On the run here, lets it go. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. And completion makes it 2nd and short. And they quickly spike the football to stop the clock. 3rd down play for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds the receiver wide open. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Quarterback will spike the ball to stop the clock. Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. It's caught. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him closer to the goal line. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Horned Frogs looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And that one is incomplete in the end zone.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. They need a touchdown here. Down big in the 4th quarter. 3rd and goal. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He bought some time, now lets it go. On 4th down, a short toss to the running back. And the offense will spend a timeout here with 20 seconds on the clock. A field goal here doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 on 4th down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's running out of time here. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
Instead of getting points here and going for the field goal, this offense decides to get aggressive, and the offensive line gives up the sack. It looked like they miscommunicated. The defense, to their credit, is able to get after the quarterback, and they come up with not only a stop, but now they get the ball back themselves.
And they're finally able to stop him. A great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Testing the right side here. He shreds the tackle. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And the ball is picked off. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job is even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.